Good morning. I'm Sanford Ungar, and I welcome you all on this beautiful day to the magnificent Goucher College campus for our 123rd spring commencement here under the big top on the Winslow Great Lawn alongside the Athenaeum. We're broadcasting our ceremony online today, and it is being watched all around the world. We know that. We especially want to offer a shout out to a group gathered in Grahamstown in the Eastern Cape region of South Africa, the family of one of our graduates today, along with a group of Goucher students who have just arrived there this week to teach in local schools. So let's let them know that we know they're there. You know that Lejeune is watching us. It has been an exciting but challenging year at Goucher. We continued the transformation of our campus by reopening the renovated Julia Rogers building. For more than half a century, Goucher's library, now an academic center at the environmental and technological cutting edge. We have proudly made our college more diverse and more accessible, and more welcoming to people of every background, belief, lifestyle, and point of view. We have lived our community principles of respect, inclusion, communication, service and social justice, and responsibility. We have, and the students will particularly appreciate this, we have, above all, transcended boundaries. But more about that in a moment. As our wonderful chaplain Cynthia mentioned, this spring we suffered two very difficult losses in our community. One was Matthew Gabriel, an economics major and lacrosse player from Austin, Texas, with a larger-than-life personality. Matt, in the prime of his life, was randomly and tragically struck down on Delaney Valley Road in the middle of a weekend night by a drunk driver. A few weeks later, Dr. Rhoda Dorsey passed away peacefully at a retirement community where she had gone to live just a few years ago. Rhoda, as she would want us to call her, Rhoda, who led Goucher for 21 years from the 1970s into the 1990s, stood for academic rigor and a steadfast adherence to the traditions of the liberal arts. She did more than anyone else to preserve this college during turbulent times, leading its transition to a co-ed institution. The outpouring of grief and sorrow in this community for Matt and for Rhoda, for these two people in a sense at opposite ends of their lives, has been extraordinary. And I ask you now to join me in a moment of silence in their memory. Thank you. What to say on this happy occasion? Every year I struggle with that question. Usually I make the same decision. Let us note that in recent years, Goucher College has made itself unique and distinctive in the universe of small private liberal arts colleges by instituting universal study abroad. The members of this graduating class alone have studied all around the world, from Argentina to China, Australia to Rwanda, from France and Scotland to Costa Rica and India, from the Balkans to the Middle East and to the West Indies. They have strode through the halls of the British Parliament, visited the unique species of the Galapagos Islands, learned about medicinal herbs in Central America, and apprenticed on trotros, the minibus share taxis at the heart of the transportation system in Ghana. They have danced and run track and interviewed community elders just about everywhere. They brought home new ideas for our own ever-evolving society. Their lives, as they, and we all like to say, have been transformed. And they leave Goucher with the great advantage of an international perspective, whatever their plans may be in the years ahead. Those same students also leave here with all the benefits of broad-based study in the arts and the sciences, still the best career education there could ever be. They have done research with faculty mentors in our science labs, and they have learned to think and write and speak clearly. They have taught English and computer skills to the Latino immigrant community of Baltimore County, right here. They've brought a rigorous Goucher education to women and men in Maryland's prisons. They have made music of every sort, danced beautifully, often to choreography they have created themselves, and excelled on the courts and the playing fields and in the water. And they are among the best equestrians in America. So you might ask, what will they do next? They will enter Teach for America in North Carolina and South Dakota, among other places. Others will teach English in France and China and other parts of the world. One will help Guatemalan artists develop business skills. Another, the ultimate Renaissance person with a double major in history and computer science, will be a technology evangelist for Microsoft, and I would say, watch out, Apple. Another will help train animals in an amusement park. Other students will work with the homeless in Chicago and with turtles in Iowa. Many will go to graduate school, studying journalism at Columbia, theoretical physics at Boston University, math at Clemson, biostatistics at Harvard. They will attend medical school in Michigan and Pennsylvania and Argentina. They will study Brazilian art in Texas and the broad sweep of art history at the Courtauld Institute in London, and learn to be a curator at the Maryland Institute College of Art. One young woman will join the Navy and go to flight school. Another will have a Fulbright scholarship in Kosovo. We all know each other, you can see that, right? Quite a few of these students will pause to think things over. And while they do, some will live in the old Goucher neighborhood of Baltimore, the city they now call home. They'll take photographs and make art and play music and write poetry. Others will enter AmeriCorps and make this community a better place all around. Someone from a local publication asked me the other day how I would characterize Goucher students. I said there is no stereotype, except that there is no stereotype. I said you can never predict what they think, what they wear, or what they will do. I said they are the best. We are immensely proud to have been associated with these students during their years at Goucher, and we have learned as much from them as they have from us. Please join me in congratulating them. I'd like to ask our graduates to remain standing for just a moment. It is customary at Goucher for our graduates to extend their thanks and congratulations to their parents, spouses, and all who've supported their efforts to reach this important milestone. I know I speak for the class in extending to you their affection and gratitude for your constant concern, your patience, and your continuing understanding and support. I join with our graduates as they remain standing to applaud their families who've done so much to make this day possible.